Hello people. So I guess if you read the title of the video, you know I bought a new truck. Don't mind that one back there in the background. So yeah, before I even get started on this video, just let me say I haven't been uploading lately because I lost a memory card. Actually, it was probably 10, maybe 15 videos worth of footage, all up until Gatlinburg last year. Just kind of poof, disappeared. I don't know where it is. If it ever shows back up, I'll upload all that footage. But as of right now, I can't find it, so kind of grass on that. So if I upload some videos that seem kind of weird or out of nowhere or out of order, that's why. It's because I'm missing footage. But yeah, on to the truck. I'm actually sitting in here right now because it's very hot outside, and there's a thunderstorm coming. But this is my new 2016 Ford F-150. It's an XLT trim, and it has the EcoBoost 3.5. A lot of you who've been watching my channel lately know that I had one of these before, but because of adult reasons I got rid of it a couple years back. But I'm backing another one. I always said I would get another one, so yeah, here we are. It's another white one. It's a sport edition, so full black interior, which I was pretty adamant about finding. It actually has way more luxuries and stuff in here than I'm used to, or I've ever thought I would like to have. But now that I have them, it's like it's so cool. So Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Don't even know what that is, but I know it does something fancy. So yeah, we'll try to see what that does at a later date. It's a 4x4 like I said before, so it's got all those goodies. That all works really well. A really big touch screen. Yeah, that's also new. The last truck I had it had one, but it was like a third of that size, so it was kind of weird to use. But yeah, it's got all kinds of different plugs and stuff like that. USB in here. Bluetooth works really well. Yeah, and it has something called sport cloth seats. So apparently there's some kind of more durable version of cloth. It seems if you feel them, you can kind of tell that they're a lot more durable than regular cloth seats. What else? Not a whole lot more in the interior I can talk about. I did make sure I found one that was spec'd well for towing. I do plan to do a lot of towing in the future with this thing. So yeah, this is going to be my new daily / tow rig, if you will. So yeah, we're gonna cop us a trailer at some point in the future, and this is gonna be what we use to take the FRS to shows, and then maybe another car to certain events, but we'll see. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, 3.5 EcoBoost. That's the more premium engine that Ford offers for their F-150 lineup. Pretty good on gas. I've been driving it here a little bit. So yeah, I'm loving it so far. All right, so I guess we'll kind of go for a drive here. Yeah, man, this thing is something else. I thought the last truck I had was really nice, but this thing is on a whole nother level. And so it has something like called a sport mode, which from what I can tell changes your shift points a little bit and lets you rev it out way higher. And boy, does this thing have some serious pull. Yeah, it's pretty quick. Now I'll say this, I do plan on modding it to a certain extent. I want to do very light modification, if that makes sense. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on this thing, and I want to keep it as reliable as possible. When I say light modification, I mean things like mods that I can do to increase the usefulness or the utility of this truck, if that makes sense. So I might add some under seat storage bins to the rear seat. I might do wheels and tires. I don't know when, but that is something that's kind of been on my mind, because you know we got a stunt out here a little bit. Definitely going to upgrade the lighting. That's one of the main things on my list. So for whatever reason, unless you get like at least up to a Lariat, and this is an XLT if I didn't mention that before, but unless you get up to like a Lariat or something like that, they give you very, very basic headlights. So just like regular halogen bulbs that aren't that bright. And you know, I don't know if the FRS has HIDs or LEDs, but whatever they are, they're way brighter than what's on this truck. So yeah, we'll be upgrading those for sure. That'll be in a future video. What else? I've considered doing like a very minor leveling kit. Whatever cheap little leveling kit I can do just to improve the aesthetics on it and be able to fit a little bit of a bigger tire. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not, because the mods that I want to do to this thing, whatever mods I do, I don't want them to affect like the towing capability of this thing. So I know for a fact if I don't do anything else, I'm going to do a lot of towing with this thing. So I don't want to affect its tow capability whatsoever. So I gotta do a little bit more research on that. I'm not a huge truck person. I don't know a whole lot about these things, so I'm about to do some research and kind of get acclimated to, you know, the mods and stuff that you can do to these, which I'm sure there's quite a lot. So yeah, we'll be looking into that. If you have any suggestions or you're a truck guy, drop some suggestions in the comments below and let me know what you think I should do to this thing. But yeah, man, this thing gives great gas mileage. I've heard a lot of people say about these EcoBoost F-150s, you either get the Eco or the Boost. You can't have both at the same time. And boy, is that true. This thing can move. It feels like it moves very, very quickly for a truck. But if you keep your foot out of it, you know, I've seen up to about 24-ish miles a gallon, like on the highway, which is, in my opinion, really, really good for a truck. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be keeping this one long term this time around. We're going to do some mods to this thing. I know I said that about the last one, but for sure we're keeping this one for the long haul. This is going to be the I won't call it a project, but we'll do some stuff on this thing on the channel. So yeah, you know, keep an eye out for those videos. And then we got some other projects in the works too, besides this and the FRS. I got something else in the works coming up, but that'll be for a later video. But yeah, man, it's so refreshing to drive something that's not a project, that's completely, totally stock. It's weird. I've been driving the FRS for so long. Driving this thing, it's a whole nother world. I'm not used to how big it is. It's weird. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys now, this thing has, I won't say a lot of miles. To me, it's not a whole lot, but yeah, the mileage is up there. So we're gonna definitely do some before anything, we're gonna definitely do some maintenance on this thing. I could have swore the other day when I was getting on it, I felt a misfire, and took it to O'Reilly's and they scanned it for me, and for sure there's a misfire in cylinder 6. So it's probably at least just spark plugs. It could be a coil pack, but I'm going to do spark plugs and coil packs for sure. We're going to upgrade and replace the brake pads and rotors. You never can have too good of brakes and rotors when you're towing stuff, so we're going to do pads and rotors, lighting, and spark plugs, coil packs, and we're going to change out all the fluids. So all the basic maintenance stuff, we'll be doing that first and foremost. So yeah, this is my new truck, YouTube peeps. I hope we got a couple of truck guys on here, because there's definitely going to be some truck videos on this channel. So unfortunately, with this whole pandemic thing going on, I'm sure some of you have heard, like, there's a microchip shortage or some crap like that. So people are having a hard time getting their hands on brand new vehicles, including trucks. So unfortunately, I bought this thing at probably the worst time I could possibly buy a truck. Truck prices are skyrocketing right now. Used truck prices are skyrocketing right now. So yeah, I kind of bought this thing out of necessity. I paid what I felt was a decently fair price for it. But if I had got this thing, you know, and there wasn't a pandemic, it would have definitely been a lot cheaper. But it is what it is. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna do all the maintenance and stuff to get it where I want it, and the mods to kind of make it my own type thing. You know, we car guys, we can't leave nothing alone. So yeah, we're definitely going to be modifying this thing a little bit. I say that now. 2 years from now, this thing's going to probably, never mind, not doing that. We're keeping it relatively stock, just minor mods. So yeah, kind of another mod I was thinking about was maybe some beefier floor mats to kind of keep the interior a little bit cleaner. That's aggravating when you got a black vehicle, and I don't know, dirt just shows up a lot easier, in my mind anyway. And then I was also thinking about doing some type of JDM wheel, like those fuel wheels, and you know, the wheels you generally see on trucks. I hate them, but I've been looking at kind of like raised wheels and stuff like that come in specs for trucks. I think that'd be super mint. So like I said, we'll see. But yeah, man, this is the new not gonna call it a build, I almost called it a build. This is the new truck, the new tow rig / a daily. Yeah, we're gonna hook this thing up, get it nice and reliable, do all the maintenance, and then we'll look at some mods after that. So yeah, if you like these videos, stay tuned for more. Make sure you like and subscribe. Comment below any ideas you might have for, you know, that might be good for this truck. Let me know, because I don't know about trucks. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys on the next one.